几年前好像有一个朋友，他被男孩子强奸了。
Adalah adik saya kena rogol oleh boyfriend dia.
It's like they've been gangbang.
Kawan lah yang pernah menjadi mangsa rogo ni.
表哥强奸过。
In Malaysian law, it is not recognized as rape if a man raped another man, or if a woman rapes another woman, or if a woman rapes a man. It very clearly states that rape is an act of coercion, but it also involves inserting a penis into a vagina. I am Louise, and I am a program officer at the All Women's Action Society Malaysia. Our one provides free legal information and counselling, and we take in all kinds of gender-based violence cases, including rape.
The statistics shows that the numbers of rape cases have been dropping since 2009. But are the numbers really dropping? Or it symbolizes the drop in the numbers of victims willing to report their tragedy?
The problem with this statistic is that we believe it underreports the number of rape cases. From the work that we do, we know that the vast majority of people who are raped do not make a police report.
The statistics shows only the numbers of reported rape cases, which means the unreported ones are not included. But why did the rape victims choose not to report their tragedy in the first place?
The primary reason we found is that the police are often not sympathetic. We've had instances of cases where the police have pressured survivors to take back their report or basically not taken their report seriously.
Kita tidak merasakan itu suatu perkara yang memberikan beban kepada mangsa untuk melakukan report polis. Apabila dia tidak bercerita, so itu menyebabkan laporan polis tidak dibuat.
While there are cases of heroism, we also have cases where the police are the offenders.
他们不去报警，他们助长了被性侵的案件哦。这句话是不公平的。那助长这个案件的不是他们了，是我们大家。我们是一个支持强暴的社会。我是于贤，那我现在本身是马来西亚生命线督导组的组长。如果是有一个被性侵的案件，我们的周边的人是怎么样子去对待他？
Whose fault? Obviously the rapist 啦。当然是强奸那个错啦，哪里有给人家强奸还错？
你喝醉了，你倒在街上，你给他心情那个也是自己本身的错。
哪一方面错了，我是不敢讲。
Ya, the rapist. Perempuan tu sendiri macam dia suka keluar ikut lelaki ramai-ramai kan.
The rapist fault as they cannot control themselves lah.
Bukan hanya pada orang yang dirogol atau perogol, tapi semua masyarakat lah.
Kalau wanita pakai seksi kan, itu namanya dia nak menarik. Jadi lelaki kalau tengok macam tu, dia nak kunci bukan kan? Betul.
Seksi tak bermakna rela. Ini bukan jemputan. Apa dia nak pakai? Hak dia.
There's still a society that goes, you shouldn't have worn that short skirt if you didn't want to get raped. So this is nonsense. There are many reasons that lead to rape. Okay, none of which are acceptable.
Jikalau anda tidak tahu, janganlah malu-malu. Marilah kita semua sekali popet-popet bersama Jun Lau.
Hi, I'm Jun Lau. I'm a sex educator. I began making videos on YouTube as a way to reach more people. Good sex education. is when you teach people how to respect others, teach people how to express themselves properly, not in violent ways.
This is how proper sex education should be. But what does sex education mean to the society?
性教育啊，我不好意思讲。
性教育都是教那些东西哦。
Pendidikan seks kalau boleh elakkanlah.
I mean kalau kita dah berkahwin, so kita akan lebih faham tentang tu lah. Tapi kalau kita bujang, kita tak layak untuk faham benda tu.
我们在什么时候可以有性行为，什么时候不该有性行为，然后之后会有什么结果，会有什么后果类似这样子的东西啦，性教育。
When we talk about sex education, parts of the society still think that it is a taboo. The question is, do they really know what sex education is?
Sex education is not about encouraging people to have sex whenever they want or a lot of sex. It is acknowledging that people have the choice to do whatever they want with their own bodies. A key part of sex education is also encouraging healthy sexual relationships. And healthy sexual relationships involve discussions about consent. How do you know when someone is consenting? How do you know when someone is willing to engage in sexual activity with you?
What is consent? What does it mean to get consent? What is the age of consent? People don't talk about these things.
Ya. Siapa-siapa yang berumur 16 tahun ke bawah tak ada kebolehan untuk beri persetujuan sebab di sisi undang-undang dia tu bawah umur. Itu rogol.
Maybe the society knows what consent is, just that they like making fun of it, sometimes in an inappropriate way. We can often see sexual jokes on social media. Despite just being jokes, the young and irrational ones may blindly believe in the false message. One big question is, should sex education be implemented in schools, or do we already have it?
学过一点点，而且也不是 like 很 details。
Ada tapi sains lah. Lebih berkaitan kepada sains.
其实我小学的时候只有过一次，就是关于性教育的讲座，然后中学也有一次。
Semasa saya Form 3 iaitu pembiakan.
About organ and pembiakan.
So I have never been taught about sex education before.
就有去了解我们自己的身体里面的器官啊。
我们学校是没有。
Aside from teaching about reproductive systems, it should teach about getting consent, respecting others, and expressing oneself properly too. Recently, there is an infamous Standard 3 textbook teaching girls to protect modesty of their private parts. If they fail to do so, it is the girl's fault. But why don't we teach the boys or everybody to respect one another? If we really were to implement sex education, it is a must to have it done properly.
So if you're going to teach sex education, there's so many things that should be included in it. First and foremost, it's not only about the biology.
我会提倡性教育，可以让我们就是现在小朋友啊，从小就知道如何保护自己。
Currently, our education system is not that open-minded yet, but if it is allowed, I would like to teach them also.
I think like sex education should be done like throughout like all the different ages.
I do believe that by having sex education, we can now in the curriculum we teach them to respect not only women but human in general.
Untuk siapa? Untuk pelajar? Tak, saya tak galakkan.
Is it okay to educate our kids about sexual issues? When? If not now?
Until when we have more victims? While the existing textbook teaches girls are to be blamed for failing to protect their modesty, it also seems that part of society quite easily puts the blame on rape victims. To make matters worse, the police also seem to be hindering reports to be made. Perhaps we really are a society that supports rape, but we can change that by teaching the proper sex education.
Siap, awak kopi pilih. Kalau dah best tiba, dia race tiba tiba. Siap lah.
Hey, this is rape, you know. You must always seek for consent first.
Okay, lo.
Yes, consent first, and we have to express ourselves properly.
Consent? Did you just say consent?
Yes, be like him. Seek consent first.
Found what you're looking for? Then siam lah.
Hey, we have to always respect each other. Tahu tak?
Okay, lo.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Shirley， 我是这一支纪录片的 director。在这里，我想要和大家分享一个故事。我有一个朋友，他在他小的时候，不幸的被他的祖父性侵了。当时候，他的祖父让他去他的房间帮他找东西，然后当他蹲下去的时候，他的祖父突然间从后面冲上去抱着他。然后就开始乱摸他，甚至撕碎他的衣服。就这样，他的祖父性侵了他。然而，最让我心寒的，其实是来自他家里人的反应。没有一个家里人愿意相信他，甚至他们排挤他，还认为其实是他来去勾引他的祖父。受到这件事情的启发，我想要透过这支纪录片去探讨，为什么那些受害者他们会不愿意说出来。而在我们收集资料的当儿，我们所得到的资讯其实都是从受害者身边的朋友、家人而得知，而并非受害者本身。最后，在这里，我想要和那些所有不幸遭遇性侵的人们说：被性侵不应该是一个加速在你们身上的一个负担。你们要勇敢，这一切的一切都不应该是你们的错。